now that we know how strong the gobblers are, I have a plan. Please deliver this letter to Mindy Pixie Crown for me. Your hard work will pay off, I promise.
Headmaster Ambrose hands you an official-looking document. Mindy Pixie Crown reads the official-looking document.
I think this plan will work. This plan calls for challenging the Gobbler King's two closest advisors, Baron Greebley and Baron Rotunda. Dueling isn't my strength, so you're the only one who can do this, young wizard. They're each hiding out in towers, one at each end of the street. Defeat them and see what the Gobbler King has to say then.
Is it time for dinner yet? You look like you'd make a good stew. Get over here!
Hello? Do you hear me? Good! The badge is working. Orange reading. Pecron concentrations there are average. Good! Come back to Ravenwood.
You've come to take away my treats? I can't allow that. To battle! Ah, the little wizard is back. Are you ready to surrender now?
You tell the Gobbler King about your battles with Barons Greebly and Rotunda.
What? You defeated them? I find that hard to believe. I'll have to send someone to find out if what you say is true or not.
Just as the Gobbler King is getting ready to call, a messenger breaks into the room.
Sir, the two barons have been defeated by a student wizard. What shall we do?
Oh dear. What you said is true. Then that means New Gobblerton, Wizard City, is yours. Spare me and my people, wizard. We mean you no harm. I ask that we are allowed to stay here. Our old home was filled with witches, and we are too scared to go back. I promise we will not eat so much. You have my word.
Amazing, young wizard! You have brought peace with the gobblers! You've done a great job! Be sure to tell Headmaster Ambrose what the Gobbler King said. Now I can get back to my project.
My plan worked. Oh, that's excellent news.
You tell Headmaster Ambrose what the Gobbler King said about their home world.
My. I certainly don't want to force them to go back to a world where they aren't welcome. Very well. We will let them stay on Colossus Boulevard. It appears we have new neighbors.
You found the books on the ancient history of magic? Let me get my notepad out and tell me everything you learned. Wow, that's a lot! Gonna need a minute here, pal, to process all that. Okay, I'm good, but all the answers in those books just bring up more questions. Like, what happened to these titans? And what's with the sentient plants? You've seen them, the trees with the faces in Ravenwood. Every school has one, except Death and Balance. But what do they do? What are they for? Why don't Death and Balance have one? People have a right to know. We need to get the straight dirt from the horse's mouth. Meaning, go ask all the trees themselves. While you do that, I'll study the books.
Well done, young wizard. Good news! You're a full-fledged member of the Gravulum Order now. Together, we'll figure out this peculiar business. Check in each day, and I'll give you a creature or location to test. You won't need to return. I'll get the reading from your badge remotely. Oh, and take this Gravulum lodestone for your house. If you prefer, use that to get your daily assignment. Very well. Until tomorrow, then.
What are we, spell trees? Why, we are the offshoots of the great-grandfather tree. He who, with his sister Grandmother Raven, sang the song of creation and wove the spiral into being. Life magic in particular resonates with that song, uses its chords and verses to stitch wounds and mend spirits, to heal a fragmented world. And the titans responsible for that sundering? They were lulled to sleep by Bartleby himself. May they sleep evermore.
We spell trees aid in the invention of new spells and the crafting of treasure cards. I am the Tree of Myth. Mine is the burden to remember the stories of old heroes and monsters. It is from these tales that myth spells are born. Speak to me to learn recipes for myth spells. The other trees hold similar recipes for their own schools. You wish to explore new worlds? Heed my words. All the worlds of the spiral are connected through world doors, which are unlocked by spiral keys. The keys the headmaster gave you will allow you to travel to the desert world of Crocotopia and back here to Wizard City. Throughout your adventures, you will discover new keys and new worlds and wondrous things and terrible dangers. I chose you for a reason, and while my mind is fogged and my memories vague, I trust my past judgment. You are destined for great things. Yours will be an incredible journey, young wizard. Now it is time for you to take the first step.
What's cooking, wizard? Oh, I think it's me. I am raw fire, after all, undiminished by any contradictory forces. Huh? Oh, all magical schools have an opposite. A school to which they're vulnerable, but against which they're strong. Fire melts ice, but melted ice douses fire. Similarly, life and death contrast, as does the creativity of myth with the destructiveness of storm. Balance? Yeah, I guess we do all sort of balance each other out. That's a good way to look at it, wizard.
How long have we been here? Oh, as long as I can remember. I don't know if we are the first, but these are the only spell trees I've known. Well, except for Mortis, the spell tree of death. I hear he came from elsewhere, but I know not where. Alas, he is, perhaps, ironically, dead. Destroyed with the death school in Malister's tantrum, so we cannot ask him. So, wizard, Calvin told you about Mortis and that he came from elsewhere, but Blossom said we all came from Bartleby. Confused? Both are correct. Bartleby's roots stretch invisibly to every world in the spiral. And in any of those worlds, spell trees can bloom. A balance tree? I've never met one. It's possible one is out there somewhere. You need only to look.
You talk to the trees? They think the death tree is dead. There may be a world of balanced trees. Myth is weak against storm? What a scoop! This will make for a great article on the history of magic. And don't worry, I'm happy to share a byline. What was your name again? Fantastic! Till next time, pal.
Well, tarnation, you found them all! I'll find a good home for them, don't you worry. Here's a little reward for helping me out. You more than deserve it for all your assistance. Look me up if you ever wandered the spiral.
Were you able to extract an animus from an undead enemy? Aye? Cracking! Now it's time I show you the myriad ways monstrologists use animus. The Monstrology Tome, notwithstanding, my personal favourite application of an animus is to create a summon monster treasure card. It's like an echo of the enemy you extracted it from, which could be summoned in combat. Not unlike the way one summons a minion. You can also create an Expel Monster Treasure card that's basically an instant defeat, one-shot silver bullet against a particular monster. If you've the proper lodgings, animus can also be used to create house guests, as well as monster echoes that your friends can duel. And don't worry if your house isn't equipped with a Joe sigil. That's what the Monster Dome is for! Now, if you've any questions, or simply feel the need for a refresher, consult the Monstromnibus here at any time. And remember, as your monstrology level increases, so does the amount of monstrological spells you're privy to. So, keep an eye out for me in your journeys throughout the spiral. Until then, welcome to monstrology. Go on then, get cracking!
You are returning the book I left on a bench? I didn't have one with me today. Maybe I lost it last week. Oh, that book. I gave that one to Regina for her to use as research for a science project. She's just inside Gollum Court if you want to give it back to her.
I left my book on a bench? What book?
Her eyes get big when you hand her the book.
Oh, yes! This has all the notes I was taking on my science project. I'm sure glad you found this. It was a lot of work for me. Thank you ever so much. Hi, I need help. I'm trying to finish this science fair project for Professor Baelstrom, but those golems stole my materials. I really need those back. I've got a few more preparations to make, so if I have to fight the golems too, I'm sure to be late. If I'm late, I'll get a bad grade and... Wait a minute. If you retrieve them for me, I can finish my project and still be on time. I'll need the enchanted wood from one of the wooden constructs in the Golem Tower. Oh, thank you so much! That's the enchanted wood I needed! My project's not running. Now I remember, there's something else I need. A charged gear. A clockwork golem a couple floors up should have one. Would you go get it for me? I hear they are rather tough, so you'd better be prepared. You've been a big help.
There is no way I could have gotten one of those myself. My project is almost complete. Okay, I need one more piece for my science project. It's going to be tough, so you don't have to do it if you don't want to. It'll require going up to the top of Golem Tower. I need a steam capacitor to complete my project. The only one I know of would be the one on the Iron Golem, but I know he is really tough. I won't blame you if you don't want to do it, but if you do, I'll give you some treasure cards for defeating the Iron Golem and bringing me the steam capacitor. Deal? You defeated the Iron Golem? Wow! You know how many students have tried and were defeated? You are amazing, young wizard! And true to my word, here are the treasure cards I promised. Remember to put them in your deck. I know you'll need them in the future. Bye now!
That mistwood should do nicely.
Miss Tangletree gets to work with hammer, plane, and saw. In a few moments, you have a nice little work table.
Now, with a basic crafting table, you have a place to work. Now, with your work table, you can begin to learn the fine trade of crafting, making your own items. First, you should place the basic crafting table in your dorm room or castle. Your first assignment is to make 2 daggers of absolution. You should have no difficulty. You'll need to buy a recipe from me and then gather the required ingredients. When you've got all your ingredients, use your basic crafting table to make the athames. When you have made 2 daggers of absolution, bring them back to me and I'll award you a novice crafter badge. So remember to bring them here when you're finished. Good luck! I can't wait to see them. Have you brought the 2 daggers of absolution I asked you to make? If you don't have both of them, I can't help you, dearie.
I am Baldur Goldpaws, a trader from far-off Grizzleheim, and I've just discovered this world. I have sailed across the great sea of skies, establishing new ports to trade my wares in. I would like to establish trade relations with the merchants here, if they be friendly. Can you help me? If Prospector Zeke is here, go speak to him. Then speak to your treasure card dealer and anyone who sells furniture. If you can do that for me, I will be thankful.
Hey there, young wizard. How's it going for you so far?
You explain that Baldur Goldpaws asked you to help set up trade relations between Grizzleheim and Wizard City.
That's great. Old Zeke's always happy to do business with the bears. Tell Baldur I'll trade with him.
Hello there, young student. Welcome to the library. Can I help you find any book or card in particular?
You tell Mr. Argleston about the trade agreement Baldur is trying to set up.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I would be happy to trade treasure cards with Grizzleheim. I wonder if we can set up a library exchange program.
Welcome to my shop, young wizard. Can I interest you in some furniture for your dorm room?
You tell Mr. Quickhammer about the flying boat with the trader from Grizzleheim.
That's great. I offer a selection of furnishings from across the spiral. Adding imports from Grizzleheim will certainly be good for my business.
Did you get agreement from the three merchants? Good! You have brought two worlds closer together. You have my thanks. I would like to reward you for your help getting your merchants to agree to trade with my world. Would you like to take a quick trip with me to visit Grizzleheim, my home? It will not take long now that I know the way. You can greet some tradesmen from Grizzleheim and see if they will trade with Wizard City. In Grizzleheim, speak to Thrain Stormfriend, Vider Silverthread, and Dane Goldright. Let them know I sent you with word of new trade partners.
Welcome, young outsider. Where are you from, and what can I do for you?
You explain that you're from Wizard City, and that you're here to set up trade with Grizzleheim.
Sounds good to me. I'll trade with anyone with gold in their pocket.
You there. Can I interest you in a new robe? This is a cold land, and you should try to stay warm. What size are you?
You explain that you're not robe shopping. You're here to set up trade with Wizard City.
Trade with Wizard City? I can certainly do that. I will have to get some smaller sizes in stock, though.
You look like you could use a new rune-carved ring. I have just the one in stock.
Before he tries to sell you something, you explain about the trade agreement.
That sounds like a great idea. Sign me up. You should head back to tell Baldur that we're willing to trade. They are in agreement then. Good news! We have done well this day. Ready yourself. I will take you home now. It was a pleasure working together. I wish you well in your future journeys.
defeat the last Spellwrit Screamer, you discover a magical page of writing. This must be the lost page of Storms.
You recovered the lost page of Storms? Amazing! How nasty were those Spellwrit Screamers? I'm glad you dealt with them. Take the lost page of Storms back to Harold Argleston at the library. I'll keep an eye out for any more Spellwrit Screamers.
Young wizard, you recovered the lost page of Storms. I'll make sure it is properly stored in the vaulted archives. But your work is not yet done. Find Arthur Weathersfield in Ravenwood. Weathersfield will guide you to find Kestrel Blackstorm, the storm student affected by the lost pages.
Young wizard, you have recovered the first of the lost pages. Jolly good. You've heard how the Carpe Diem Society has fallen to chaos and lost their sense of self. We need to restore their equilibrium. You'll find a mechanism of balance, Dee's Mirror, in Triton Avenue. I've set it to take you to the hideout of Kestrel Blackstorm. Find Kestrel and do what you must to break the curse that has possessed her. Return to me when you are done.
Wizard, at last you have come! Any longer and I may have perished under the weight of this disrespect. You see, my friend, I have been burgled. A priceless family heirloom was stolen by my most archest of nemesis, my evil twin brother, Roberto. He's wanted the item since we were colts. I tried to confront the fiend, but he secured himself behind a wooden skeleton lock. A powerful ward I thought only a legend, until now. I'm certain there's a way to unlock the bony barrier, but I'm too busy training new students in the combative arts to do the research myself. However, I did hear there's a new assistant in the library whose focus is in the skeleton locks and keys. Could I impose upon you to consult him?
Well, can I help you? Diego the Duel Master seeks information about a wooden skeleton lock. Why, that happens to be my field of expertise. Skeleton locks are enchanted doors that can only be opened by a corresponding key. Thus, Diego's wooden lock requires a wooden skeleton key. But those keys are typically quite difficult to come by, coveted as they are by what I call bad folk, and they shatter after only one use. Fortunately for you, I have a wooden skeleton key I can part with if you take this keyring with you on your adventures. The keyring detects nearby skeleton keys and sends data back to me for my continuing research. Plus, it will mark your map with key locations. Well, I bid you and Diego good luck with whatever waits behind that wooden skeleton lock. I'm counting on you to explore the entire spiral.
You found your first skeleton key. These enchanted keys unlock powerfully warded doors, behind which you'll discover great rewards. Different types of skeleton keys will open different kinds of locks, so pay attention. And each skeleton key can only be used once. Remember that great reward is often won only through great risk, so be wary of the monsters you discover behind locked doors.
You're back! What did the librarian's assistant say? We need a wooden skeleton key? Of course! Curse this bad luck. What's that? The librarian's assistant gave you a wooden skeleton key? I knew you'd come through for me. That's why I hate to beg another favor of you. Will you duel Roberto and recover my precious heirloom? Let me explain. As much as I would love to battle my brother, honor forbids it. You see, Roberto and I both made an oath to our mother on her deathbed that we would never take up arms against family, so I cannot fight him. However, we also made an oath to our father on his deathbed that we never back down from a challenge, so I must fight him. Just see my difficulty, eh? Roberto stole the heirloom knowing I'd be unable to personally retaliate. But there is no dishonor if I send a proxy. Especially not if that proxy is my most prized pupil who learned everything they know about dueling from me! Haha! Will you do it? Thank you, my friend. You can find Roberto in his hidden lair. I'll mark your map. You've lopped right into my trap, my foolish Wait, you are not my brother. Does that coward, Diego, send a child to fight his battles? So be it. Here, give the baby his toy back. I only stole it to irk him, but it's no fun if I don't get to see the look on his stupid face. Besides, it clearly isn't lucky at all. Couldn't even help me defeat a lowly whelp like you. Just take that piece of junk and get out! Get out of here!
You're about to enter a dungeon. If you log out or leave for more than 30 minutes, you will lose all of the progress you have made in this dungeon and must start over. This dungeon takes around 1 hour to finish, shorter if you bring friends. Are you sure you want to enter this dungeon?
returned with my great-grandsire lucky unicorn shoe. I knew that scoundrel Roberto would be no match for my favorite pupil. It's a good thing the librarian's assistant that no one had ever heard of before literally had the key to solving this problem, no? Indeed. Just see, my friend, this unicorn shoe brings luck to everyone. Well, for everyone but Roberto, that is. Hey, thank you again.
Another wizard? A servant of the one called Malastair, are you? No? Oh, then perhaps you can help us. Malastair has been here many times, and each time he comes, he raises more of the oppressive tuts from their slumbers, seeking their knowledge. They must be stopped, or they will enslave the Mander people again. If you would help us, talk to the Sergeant Major in the Oasis.
What ho! Greetings, youngster. You must be one of those wizards from Wizard City. Sergeant Major Sylvester Quimby Talbot III at your service. Order of the Fang? I think I heard Professor Winthrop mention that name. He and his crew are still excavating when they should be evacuating. You'll find Professor Winthrop inside the pyramid. Perhaps he has some information that can help you. And please, try to keep him safe. Hello there. Are you here to help? We've gotten reports that spell-rich stalkers are preying upon any who venture into the Crocosphinx. If you could defeat the spell-rich stalkers and find out what's gotten them into an uproar, you'd be doing us proud. Come in, watch your step. Things are amiss down here. You say you are looking for the Order of the Fang? As a matter of fact, I was just researching them when the Crocs came to life and attacked. When the Crocs attacked, my diggers and I had just found an ancient obelisk describing the Order of the Fang. We had to evacuate everyone. If only I could see rubbings of the inscription on the obelisk, I could learn more about the Order. Do you think you could make rubbings for me? You can find the ancient obelisk at the dig site in the Royal Hall.
Look there, wizard. Do you see that device? It's a teleporter. If you use it, it will transport you to other teleporters on this street. You can get where you're going quickly.
You make the rubbings.
These rubbings are perfect. Let me decipher the text.
Professor Winthrop studies the rubbings and grows frightened.
My word! The Order of the Fang was a secret group of croc wizards who wrote a book of rituals called the Croconomicon, the most powerful source of knowledge about life and death magic. The Croconomicon cannot fall to Malastair. Perhaps this order has something to do with the crocs attacking us now. Did Malastair put them up to it? He has done similar work in Wizard City. We need to find out more. While I was running for my life from the croc attack, I saw Beatty Narini take an ancient tablet. He's the leader of the Crocs in this area. Beatty Narini must have the answers we're looking for. To reach him, we'd need a key to his chamber. Our fighting men are trying to protect our archaeologist. Could you defeat Narini Crocs until you find a Croc carrying the chamber key and take it from them?